All right, it is time for the Cloaked Divide. I am your host, _ida, aka twitch.tv/the_ida. Now, you're either watching this live on Twitch or undead on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube and you enjoy it, click that follow button or subscribe button or whatever button you have to click. It means a lot, and it gets us motivated to get up in the morning and face the world. Isn't that right, guys?
Absolutely.
But yeah, I am your DM. The Cloaked Divide is a very light rules, mainly homebrew, mainly narrative-based RPG that we just eat straight Pringles out of a can, suck them down. Now, on the top left, we have my best IRL board game buddy, Matt, a.k.a. Garret Dark, the sneaky, dagger-wielding animal lore master who has an anger issue.
It still has yet to come up, unfortunately.
Yeah, due to the anger issue is in his rolls, and he has not failed, so he hasn't gotten angry.
I'm using my 3D printed dice tower today.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
We'll see how that goes.
Top right, we have my book club partner, third member of Team Cat, the Mana Sultan, aka Usmond, the potion throwing, smooth talking, and he may or may not have zero stop it, Leroy, short-term memory. And then on the bottom left, we have my brother of 32 years, Sabastian Marteen. Well, no, first of all, his name is Alex. And he's also Sabastian Marteen, a.k.a. the bowmaster hunter with Parkourer, who is afraid of water. And we have our lovely model, Frederica, who loves to sleep on the couch and watch us play. Now, before you're asking, what is this? This is embarrassing. Oh, God. You know how sometimes you just leave your tools around? No, it's time for the 30-second recap. Does anyone want to give a try at the 30-second recap?
I was just going to remind the guys of what we ended on last week, but that in and of itself would probably take 30 seconds. So
okay,
nope.
How about you do it? I'm not going to time you.
Okay, so I'll just with what we ended on last week. So strange scarred dude came in with long hair covering his eyes. He had clothing that hid his body. He congratulated us and gave us two options to either go to a cult worshipping griffin creature who was sacrificing people, or to a city nearby that had many issues, and then some other words that I can't read. We have a map leading us to the cult. It's 3 days west by horse, which we now have, and we possibly were going to talk to Zacharias Brown before we left, and apparently we now have 20,000 gold between us, which would be 6,666 point something gold each, which I'm not opposed to. So that's my quick recap of the last few sentences of last time we played.
I love it. Yeah. So, what are you guys feeling? Because I know that we had a little break. So what are you guys feeling right now?
I think didn't we talk about going? There was something that had to do with water, and I'm not about that. So
stuff in water.
Yeah.
That's what it says.
Yeah, the city had
other
some kind
mission.
of water pollution
Water issue.
issue.
Yep, that's what it was. Stuff in water. Absolutely. So yeah, I guess it looks like we did decide to go to the cult because it says map leading to cult, and we figured out specifically how far away it was by horse. So I would assume that's where we're going. But did we decide whether or not we wanted to talk to Zacharias Brown? Zachariah Brown. Sorry, not Zacharias.
Zachariah Brown.
Yeah,
Do we
don't
want to
remember.
chat with him first?
I like the idea of like, we inherit some griffin wings, perhaps some claws. This guy's freaky. He likes all that stuff. Let's see what he can offer if he's interested.
So we are going to tell him like specifically, hey, this is what we're going to go do.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, I guess. We're awfully trusting in this. We haven't killed anyone that we probably should have murdered, and yeah, we're telling everyone everything, but not asking the questions.
Well, I mean, he's the only one we know so far who can enhance our powers, and I mean, throwing potions is fun and all, but like, I'm ready to like.
That claims he can enhance our powers.
Yes, this is true.
Okay. Well, it is just so wonderful and so lucky that as you exit the area that you are at, wow, there's Zachariah Brown. Zachariah is he's looking at a flower, and
What a dick.
and you can't tell if he's looking at the flower or if he's looking through the flower. You see him, and you can kind of see that his eyes are on the flower, and his eyes are moving, but you can't really tell if he is going. You can't tell if he is investigating the flower or seeing beyond the flower. I mean, he's looking at the flower. You guys, someone has to say something.
I mean, I probably would just stare at him for a minute just to try and figure out what he's doing. But I would say we should send our smooth talker up. And...
Yeah. Oh, Zachy boy. Oh, Zachy boy.
He
I got your flowers right here.
He moves away. Zachy boy, that's something I haven't heard in years. Oh, sweet Maurice. She used to say, Zachy flower? I already forgot. No. Yes, young sir, the destroyer of the frog hand behemoth monster. What can I do for you?
Well, listen, we go across the land. We interact with a lot of monsters here and there, and I know you're fascinated with monster fornication, and we just want to gauge your opinion on if we run across some interesting beasts, like, if that's something you'd be interested in,
I'm confused because you were gonna give. I did ask you if you could not kill the monster and give it to me, and then you killed it. You brought the eye back, and I said, okay. I kind of said, I'll take the eye, and I was, not very happy on taking the eye. I mean, it's better than nothing. And then you watched as they put the eye into some kind of statue stone. Is that correct? Am I remembering this right?
It was preserving it, which I assumed at some point you would go back and steal.
So you want me to become a criminal to this town who's been nothing but nice to me, in that they do not bother me?
There's not a sign on it that says "Do not steal." In fact, there's just a sign on it that has our names on it. So,
listen, the town's overrun with illiterates and prostitutes at this point. Like, stealing is the least of their worries.
Oh yeah, I heard that. they're shutting down the schools because of decisions that you guys had made. And that the prostitution, the overwhelming, no holds barred prostitution is back in the city, much to the dismay of everyone. Or sorry, the village, much to the dismay of all the villagers. So you want me to what? You want to give me dead monsters? Is that?
Well, we're just gauging your interest, you know. Listen, if you're busy, we'll
Sorry.
happily depart.
Hello? Okay, sorry. My microphone cable
Think you're muted?
is
There you go.
Hey,
my
there you
my microphone cable is dying because
Oh.
I think it's because cats rub up on it. So
Cats
nobody
can ruin everything. I think
nobody
we all agree
heard
on
what
that.
you said. So can you repeat what you are demanding from me?
Oh, not demanding anything. Like I said, we all liked you as a person. We just, you know, last time the business didn't really work out. So we're just gauging your interest on potential future monsters we come across, monster parts. But like I said, if you're not interested, we got a lot of riding to do. So we can get out your hair.
I mean, I'm always down for some monster parts. Now, the thing is I don't really monsters. I love them. I love monster parts. Love them. You know, the less that you can tell the Cloaked Divide about what I do, the better. You know, I like to be a private person, and yeah, so I'm okay with, you know, whatever you guys have. I obviously, you know, I have stuff that you guys seem to want, and you know, when he says this, you guys haven't really. You've talked to him in the past about him, you know, being able to train you, but you haven't like mentioned it again. So you can tell that he knows that is what you guys are wanting. He is, after all, Zachariah Brown, the guy who looks very old but young at the same time. Is there a certain what? So I'm sure that you guys aren't doing side quests. You are focusing solely on what the Cloaked Divide tells you what to do. So just spit it out. What monster are you going for?
Well, listen, Zach, you know, we want to maintain your confidentiality, and we want to trust you enough to give you a little bit more. Why don't you give us a little bit of taste of what these upgrades can do? We'll get some trust on your end. We can give you some more information. And
You've killed one monster. One monster. And from what I hear, a badger did a lot of the work. Hurting that. So I'm not quite sure if I'm just gonna give you a taste of what powers may be. So the answer is no. I pay on deliver, not in advance.
We'd still like to know what you can do for us, though. If we were to come back to this whore town, I mean, we would like to know.
You don't need to come back to this whore town. I will be able to get to you.
But we get a discount here. on the horse.
Cleaver's
he says, he looks at you up and down and says, yeah, you are gonna need the discount. Because, you know, some people have to pay extra when they have big wangs. Yeah, you are gonna need the discount. The thing is, if you guys are wanting to go down this path of the Cloaked Divide, you won't have many issues. There's always someone in a city who wants to get freaky with someone as mysterious as members of the Cloaked Divide. So you don't need to come back here.
I'd still like to know two things: how you can help us ultimately, whether that's now or later, and also if you know anything about this tattoo that I have on my arm/shoulder, if you have seen something like it before.
Can you you're kind of clothed. Can you show a little bit more of what you're talking about?
Sure. I then proceed to untie my things on top.
Okay.
Slowly.
Gotta make him work for it.
He looks at it and he says, yeah. I know. I do know where that is located from. I know the region. I would have to narrow it down a little bit. And when you reveal the tattoo, he kind of has his face kind of is unexpected. So he says, "Do you remember anything about this place?" Oh, you don't, because you work with the Cloaked Divide and they erase your memory. Because they what do they gain out of that? Loyal servants? Is that what they
Would
gain?
assume, because it's kind of been proven that when you cut your ties to your past life, especially if it's completely severed, you're much more likely to do what your new bosses want you to do without too much thinking or issue.
Oh, okay. It's kind of like and he catches himself and he says, "I'm sorry." Yeah, if I'm sure down the road, if the money is right, and by money I mean monsters and monster parts, we can work something out. Like I said before, it all depends on the monster and what they're trying to get you to do. So what is the thing that you are hunting down next?
It's a griffin, right? A griffin that is being worshipped by a bunch of cultists.
And they're making human sacrifices. And we have a map. This is where they are.
So he looks at the he goes, "I don't need to know the map. I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah, this is going to be, if you thought that the random redneck frog creature would be a hard thing to kill, This is something that I don't expect all of you to survive.
Wait, how is the frog thing a redneck?
It lives in the middle.
Frog creature yokel.
There's all the hands to play the banjo, you know?
Yeah.
Good thing.
It's got all those, yeah.
It brews moonshine and plays the banjo. What else do you need?
That's so yeah, he says, I'm sure that they've told you all about the cult and everything you need to know to take it on, so I'm sure you're in great hands. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They told you everything about the cult?
Oh yeah, everything that we would ever need to know.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just curious, what do you know about the cult?
He kind of puts his hands into his pockets, looks down, and says very silently, "That's right. The Cloaked Divide doesn't care about you." Well, when you guys have news for me, let me know. And then he walks away.
How far away is he? Is he now well out of earshot?
I would say so, yeah.
I really don't fucking like this guy.
Yeah, how are we supposed to let him know if he doesn't want us to come back to Whoretown? Like, I don't understand.
Zachariah Brown can get to you.
He is a bigger dick than most of us. I really don't like him. Like, I thought we were, on borderline assholes. No, we're nothing compared to this guy.
Get a little fire.
Up front.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's Zachariah Brown. Now, you guys did stalk his hut for like half a session once.
He doesn't know that, does he?
Hey, when you're that enigmatic, you have to expect people to want to know what's going on.
He lived in a big little house.
Which you can't confirm. Yeah, so that is so yeah, Zachariah has moved on to doing whatever, looking at flowers. But he has distanced himself from you guys in that he is looking at flowers someplace else that he knows that you guys won't follow him because he's gone and you won't bother him.
We should follow him. We should get a giant flower costume and walk around.
What prostitutes to make us a costume?
We have 20 grand between. There has to be some seamstress in this house.
So
we're railroading this game just to become flower people.
Yeah, it's gonna be called the Flower Divide. The divide is when half of you want to be sunflowers and half of you want to be dandelions. And how is that possible with 3 people? I don't know.
I don't think we have any more business in town, though, guys. What do you think? There's shitty gear here. I mean, I'm worn out. I had fresh 18-year-old son and all the prostitutes we can think about. So I think I'm good on that front. Like, if we want to hit the high road, the old dusty trail.
You need to get some new 18-year-olds.
New 18-year-old boy. Okay, so you guys hit the trail. Like I said, it was 3 hours away.
3 days.
3 days, sorry. 3 days away. So for the first day, I would like you guys to all roll for it.
Fuck me.
14.
8.
Oh.
1.
1.
Oh, I thought mine was bad.
Yeah, so just to let you know, next roll has to be above a 6 for you. you your horse is going a little slow, and you say, "Yeehaw, motherfucker!" and you hit it because you think you see a apple tree, and you're just really hungry for an apple. The horse does one of those the Bronco thing, or like that. This is its back legs. I don't know how to. My
Like
head.
like it's rearing up.
Yeah, and
Is it bucking, or is it
bucking.
like
Yeah, bucking. That's what it is. And giving the peace sign. And you fall on your ass. Your horse, you fall on your ass, and then you insult the horse's mother.
Yeah, parentage, obviously.
And the horse just neighs and just returns to a forest to never be seen again.
He understood you, man. You speak horse.
Oh, look at that.
That's true.
And then let's see. Manisol, what did you roll?
14.
14. So you see this all go down, and a breeze hits your face, and you smell just like lavender, and you just kind of completely ignore and tune out what is going on with everything, and you're just kind of like one in nature. You're just feeling this ride. Sebastian, would you roll?
An 8.
An 8. Unfortunately, sorry, Garret, he really likes the horse that Usmond is riding, and he's like, he wants to ride it, but the horse is indifferent to him, and you have to he pretty much is riding with you, so he's holding you very tightly,
Very, very tightly.
very tightly, and he thinks to himself, wow, I've never really felt this way about a horse before. I can't wait to tell everyone about this horse. So Sebastian, you're gonna have to tell everyone how much you love your horse. Everyone that you meet for the next 2 sessions, this session and next session. So you go along this path, and as you're going along, you're about halfway, or sorry, you've finished your day, whatever, and then the second day, you come across a it's kind of like, we're in like kind of rocky cliffs kind of areas, and you see this hut. It's not quite a hut. It's not the nicest building, but it's not the worst building. And the thing about this building is there's all these signs on it, and there seem to be in a bunch of languages that you don't know, or symbols that you don't recognize. Garret, can you roll a die? Now you have to get at least a 6.
Okay, not using this tower. That's a 5.
You go, I ain't going in there. I would never go in there, and I don't even know what this is, but you're afraid to go inside of it. And yeah, you just, if any discussion on how to move forward with dealing with this, you're kind of just silent.
Okay, so I'm not trying to like dissuade them from going in. I'm just not going to do it.
You're not gonna go in, and yeah, you're just completely silent on the matter. You're kind of just like, everyone's kind of tired, so it seems like a good place to rest. And you're still mad about your horse running away, especially since you're the animal lore master, who I think can ride cows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have better interactions with cows and cattle-like creatures for the rest.
That's true.
For the rest of the game.
So twin Alex's, Alexis, what would you? Oh, sorry. Usmond, how about you roll your perception die?
Perception. 20.
20.
Oh.
So you actually you see this, you notice that one of the symbols is the same exact symbol that's on your arm. That's branded on your arm. And you kind of point to Garret, and you go, Garret, you have to get involved. So Garret, you are now also interested. You're back interested. He kind of made it up for you. He saved you. You're still angry. You're still pissed.
Well, yeah.
And then Alex, or sorry, Sabastian, you make a roll as well. You get a 1.
Everything's great.
I would say
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's a 7. That's a 7.
no. It's a 1, Alex.
No, that's a 7. That's a 7. That's definitely.
I'm gonna
That's a
ready a
7.
firebomb just in case.
It's not good no matter what, but.
No, you kind of look at the symbol, and you go, no, it's not. Look at it. And then Usmond goes, no, you're being dumb. You and so you kind of are a little bit frustrated, but you look back, you look at it, you look back, you look at it, you look back, and you look at it. You're actually looking at it. You're halfway convinced, but you're not fully convinced. You're convinced enough to be like, okay, you're right. So you guys, you notice that one of the symbols is the same symbol that you guys have. So what would you like to do?
I mean, it'd be kind of hard to argue the fact that the symbol is the same, considering we have it like on our arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a matching symbol.
That we all share and is on the hut.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's other symbols as well.
Yeah.
Let's go up to that hut. Let's knock on that door. Come on, guys.
Alrighty.
Sorry, it's more like an inn than a hut. It's like an abandoned inn, kind of. I don't know. It's just a nondescript building in the middle of nowhere. That's not a hut. That's also not exciting.
I see nothing wrong that can come of this. It sounds like the best thing to do.
Yeah. So, you knock on the door, and you hear a little, and this very, very short lady comes out. And she goes, "Boo!"
Mom, how are you?
She goes, "I'm not your mom." Oh my god. And she looks at you guys, and she has the sense, you know, so she feels that she knows exactly what you are there for, like what you guys are doing here, and who you're from. She says, "Let me see. Show me."
So we show her our arms.
You show her.
Unbuckle my pants.
Oh my god.
We're
She
back
says,
in Town.
That's
"Not
your mom.
not now, not now. No, I'm not your mom." And she says, she says, "You know, everyone always ends up finding me. And you look at her eyes, and they're not, it's like her pupils are not normal. They don't look right."
Are they normal enough to see this beautiful horse over here? Whatever. Man,
And
isn't that horse really nice looking?
she says, she's kind of, you know, older. She said, "I've seen many horses. Are you guys
Like this one.
are you guys fresh? You guys seem very ragged. Now I by the telling, you guys have captured one or two monsters
That we know of.
that you know of. So you guys are having you guys don't know anything about your past." Well, she says, "I guess am I your first?"
Well, yeah.
Depends.
And she says, "No. The first person to train you on some has
Did your microphone cut out again?
yeah. I'm the first one to train you on a new skill in a sense."
Yes.
Why, yes,
Yeah.
yes, you are. Oh, great, wise, pretty one, too, by the way.
Okay. You don't need to do that.
No, there's nothing wrong with a little extra butter, and don't listen to her.
Well, listen.
So she says, "I guess you guys can come on in. It is getting pretty late. Come on in, and we'll get started. Now, this does require some coinage."
Hold on my pants again.
What?
I just start unbuttoning my
Oh
pants
my
again.
god. If I needed a man, do you think I would be living in the middle of nowhere? And
Always got the seat up.
so she says it is 2,000 gold a person
Jesus.
to possibly learn to how to see in the dark and have complete night vision.
I'm sorry, did you use the word possibly?
Well, it doesn't always. It all depends on you.
So that's
Here's
the
the
one
grand.
skill. That's the one skill that you could potentially teach each of us.
Yeah, and so basically what's going to happen is you will be able to there'll be a series of tests, and you'll be able to either be able have complete night vision or no night vision at all.
You can't go blind, though, right?
Cannot go blind.
Okay.
Here's my $2,000. Take it.
She takes the 2,000 from Sabastian
If I'm
Marteen.
hardcore and I'm gonna be throwing, and if I'm gonna be shooting arrows, I want to be able to see and everything.
Oh, wise lady of the hut, do you fancy yourself a maiden of luck?
The thing though, before I go in, you won't lose any sight. So
Yeah.
like if you completely fail, you it's not like you can't see it dark anymore. You had the same eyesight as what you currently have. It can't get any worse. I mean, how much gold do you have?
I mean,
Yeah.
I only have 1,500, so I'm trying to, make something work for you.
Yeah. The amount I have rhymes with none yet.
That gold. Oh.
Yeah, you
have
guys.
gold, yeah, but I'm just a small town monk boy.
Oh my God! You all have the same. You all have the same pool of income.
She doesn't know that.
Okay.
Yes, she does.
She doesn't, but it's all up. It's all up to you guys. We have one person who would like to gain more skills.
Man, I want to see shit.
Who, with no bartering, just handed over the full amount.
Fuck it, just take it. I
Yeah,
want to be able to see.
pretty much. Sabastian Marteen is like,
Don't mess with senses.
yeah, I want to do all the fucking weird shit. Let's do this. Let's get weird.
I'm saying we can make a game out of this. If she wants to flip a coin, if I win, I pay nothing, but if she wins, I'll pay her double.
If you win, you pay her nothing. If you lose, you lose your
Okay.
eyesight at night.
Yeah, doesn't seem.
Here's the thing. You don't even have to go through the trial. You'll just get night vision
Instantly?
instantly. Instant night vision, no trials, or zero vision, 50-50. And no paying.
Garret, do you want to be tied to my hip the rest of the game at night?
Well, I guess I would have to ride your horse anyway.
50-50.
Go ahead, old lady. You flip it.
Wow.
Okay. And but before we go on,
I'll take high, though.
what?
I'll take high roll.
High roll. Before we go on, what would you like to do, Garret? Garret? Garret.
How about 1,500? And if I pass the trials, then I'll give you the other 5.
No. That's not how it works. I'm sorry.
Well, if you know the Cloaked Divide, then you know that we have no memory. So, it's worth it to try.
You don't have your memories from your previous life, but you
Correct.
do have memories of now. I do know the Cloaked Divide, obviously. Yeah, I have worked with the Cloaked Divide for longer than you can imagine.
Well, that being said, I have a question.
She already took your money, but sure.
No. She can take my money, but she has worked with the Cloaked Divide. Why do I have a patch underneath my? Why do I have a skin graft underneath my my tattoo? Is that something?
That's
Can
not
you-
something she would answer.
Bitch.
That's a quest in itself.
A sexy quest.
A sexy
Ooh.
quest.
God, I can't.
All right. I'll pay the 2K.
So she takes your money,
Third of my money.
and she says, starting with you. And if you guys want to pull up my stream, I'm going to actually do it live on stream.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh gosh. The click to spin.
It's a click
Wait,
to spin.
Do you mean like on Twitch?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't.
You're on Twitch right now.
But I don't have a Twitch account. I don't think.
Oh my god, it takes no second. But we're gonna go. It's click to spin. One gray, no night vision. Yellow, night vision.
Hold on, I'm downloading it.
Oh, if you're gonna download it, then we'll wait.
Sure to hit that follow button to stay up.
You better hit that follow button.
Oh wait, sign up. Maybe I should try it.
Oh, I just hit it.
What?
Yeah, just go ahead and do it and tell me what happens.
All right. Here we go. Will Usmond be able to see perfectly at night, or not be able to see anything at all?
Come on. I like seeing one. No fucking way.
So she says, she puts her hand on your eyes, and you try to look outside since it is night, and all you see is pure black.
I'm grabbing her tits. I can't see anything, dude. So I'm just gonna reach out and do that.
So yeah, to specify, does that mean that once the sun sets, he literally can't see anything, or only when he's outside? Like if there's artificial light, like candles or something, can he see?
He cannot see while outside.
Okay.
But if you're inside and there's artificial light, you can see.
Okay, so he has no dark vision at all.
Yeah, no dark vision.
Ding dog.
Ding dong.
Oh, yeah.
You also had enough money. Could have asked the ledger, the guy who keeps all the notes. But you try to risk it. So what we're gonna do for this one, just to make it easy, is there's some rolls. And there are 3 trials that you have to do. So you'll have to roll your trial rolls at all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Your anger dissipates as you watch in sadness as your friend's eyes it just get very he's like right now he's just like he just got his eyes sucked out and is sexually harassing an old lady. So she says,
he went from a nubile 18-year-old boy to a raggedy old woman
in the middle of nowhere.
Just getting a taste for what there you go.
That's beautiful. So she says, come here, young lads, and you guys, she says, see that dart across the forest? I want you to look at it and tell me what color it is. So you guys will roll your perception of color of darts across the forest.
Are you saying the word dart? D-A-R-T?
Yeah, dart.
Like as in a ship?
No, like a fucking arrow, like a dart.
Okay.
Like the things that you throw.
Yeah, no.
She has it has a little tiny. They have the wings of the fins. She says, "Tell me what color it is." So, roll your dart perception die, and you
Perception die.
must get above a 5.
17. Did you roll
6.
1?
No,
Oh, a 6. What color is the dart? What color is the dart? This is not a trick question. She is asking you what color the dart is.
green.
she goes, I can tell that your confidence, it must be, you must have did just a slightly, you just slightly got it. And she says, yes, it is green. And so at this point, it's pitch black. If it's pitch black at night, it kind of, to you perceive it to be grayscale. Or no, sorry, not grayscale. Black white, complete black white. Black gray. I'm trying to figure this out. Black gray. So you can see in pitch black, instead of just seeing pitch black, you can kind of see 2 different colors, a black and a gray. So you can kind of see more than what you have been able to see in the past. So that's that, and that just instantly happened like that. Like, you can definitely see that. So even parts of the forest that you couldn't see before because it's too dark out, past the dart, you can clearly see a little bit more of that.
And you said there's 3 trials?
Yes, there's 3 trials.
Okay.
Nice.
And she says, she wants you guys to look at each other in the eyes. So
Even blindly, or
no, he's not even here. He's not even here. He decided.
Touching the side of the wall. Guys, where'd you go?
He's outside and says, "Just show me where the door is. Where's the door? Let me inside so I can see. This is not fun."
So we gaze into each other's eyes.
Yeah, you gaze into each other's eyes. Can you roll I would like you to both to roll just a. This is outside of this. This is a confidence check that you won't break and giggle.
Ooh.
16.
16.
19.
So you guys are even with all the silliness of your friend going night blind, and fondling some old lady, sexually assaulting an old lady, you are able to keep your composure. And she says, I want you to be able to see in your partner's the reflection of yourself in their eyes as she writes a number on each of your foreheads. So you're looking at the person's eye who's sitting, and you're trying to see the reflection of yourself in their eye.
Number
to see the number that's on top of your forehead.
Now, because of retinas, would we see the number in reverse?
It does not matter.
Okay.
Because it does not matter. And so you have to be able to succeed, you will have to roll above a 10.
So 3.
S-
Maybe waste my 16.
So, Garrett, what number is written on your forehead?
12-teen?
12 is not a number. Uh, Sebastian, what number is written on your forehead?
Looks like a 42 to me.
And she says, "Yes, yes, you have the power. You're now everything instead of being black gray, it is now more of a gray scale. Like I messed up beforehand, so now you can see like a gray scale pattern. Not pattern, but you can kind of see things. So yeah, it's still hard to see. You don't have perfect vision, but but you can still see very, very well. A lot better than you can. And she says, "Now, are you ready for the final test?"
Yes. I'm just concerned because I got one guy who's trying to fondle you, another guy who, yeah, been staring into my eyes. So now it's a little creepy.
So
But
wait,
I'm okay with it.
if I failed the test, then that means like I'm done. Like I don't get a further option. Like I don't get a further chance.
Yeah, so you only see in gray or in black and gray. So you see it better at night than you used to, but you did not have the innate sense to be able to improve on your eyesight.
Definitely better no blindy over here.
Yeah.
Who said that?
and she says it's fine. He's actually not fondling me. He's fondling the scarecrow. Can you please Usmond roll a charisma check on the scarecrow?
18. All right.
Ooh.
So you do recognize that it's a scarecrow and not a human.
Scarecrow's interested though.
And and you do find comfort, like the light of your love for the scarecrow, or just your feeling, not love but like a general just great feeling. You can make out the outline shape of the scarecrow.
Aw.
I gotta make out with a scarecrow. Wait, what?
That's all I heard.
So Sebastian, she kind of pulls you away and says, "Are you ready for the final test?"
I am ready. Let's go into that frontier.
And she says, "This is the essence of light. Either you will," and she kind of has this, brings out this jar thing, a jar, a mason jar. It's not beautiful. It's just a fucking mason jar. And it's this yellow urine like liquid. Not magical, not special looking. It's just kind of a.
It's just urine.
It's a
She's
pale
just peeing in a jar.
She says, "I promise you, it's not urine." You will
That's
either
what I'll say.
the essence of light. Your body will accept it, and you will consume it, and you will be able to move on, or you will puke it up, and your eyesight will be at what it is, the grayscale. So, in order to succeed, is that a battle sheep? In order to succeed, you will need to roll a 15 or more.
$16.
Oh, nice. So you what? What was the?
It was a. Oh, thank God.
Oh, so you consume it.
Are you Elven, or am I misremembering that? Or are we all human? Am I just wrong?
You're all human.
Yeah.
The only thing about the only thing about elves is that they may or may not exist.
Okay.
Just like
I'm just
anything.
like really lanky. Like I'm tall and lanky.
Okay,
Like-
but you're the archer.
Yeah.
He's the tall, lanky archer hunter who is not an elf
And can parkour.
and can parkour. He's Legolas without the
Without the
pointy ears.
Without pointed ears, yeah.
So as you consume this liquid, and you're kind of waiting. You're like, I'm very nervous.
Are you sure this isn't urine?
It
It's
can.
allowed urine in my day.
You're in the woods for too long. You know,
You gotta stay hydrated. What happens is now everything is it went from pitch black when you started off, just a young lad an hour beforehand, to black and gray, to grayscale, and now at night looks completely like dusk. So your vision at night is the same as it feels like it's dusk. The only thing is that reds are very vibrant and off color. Pretty much the only way for it's the only way for you to be able to tell that it is pitch black and not just think that it's dusk. So if you didn't know what time it was, you would know that you have the advantage, like in a fight. You would know, because when it becomes dusk, you have, perfect eyesight.
Yeah.
And with that roll, we have reached the end of day 2 of our 3-day trip to Coltsville. And it is an hour into...
What's it called? Coltsville?
You don't know the name yet.
Okay.
Because you actually got 0 information about the cult.
I got nothing.
You may learn more about it before you're thrown into anything dangerous. But
Hey,
depending,
should it say on there?
I mean, I would assume a map is just a map and not like, P.S. These people live in here and this is what they believe in. And
yeah, you don't know anything about the cult. You just know that it's a cult. You know as much as everyone else does. They steal people's bodies and sacrifice it to a giant griffin.
Makes sense.
And
All
they
my scarecrows are safe.
So, yeah, that has hit our hour-long, and the Cloaked Divide are just hour-long sessions. So if you have a shorter attention span, you can just... listen to an hour and go and do whatever you do with your day. So, yeah, until next time, this has been a production of Team Cat and Kissin' Moms.
You're not my